Hi, welcome to ThinkTech. We are raising public awareness about technology, energy, globalism, and diversification. This show is Center Stage. I'm your host, Donna Blanchard, very proud managing director of Kumukuhua Theater. We are coming to you live from Pioneer Plaza in the heart of downtown Honolulu, very near Kumukuhua Theater. Today I'm very excited to be talking with a fellow by the name of Gong Xunming, who is a ceramics artist. There's a lot more to that statement I'm just learning that we're going to get to in a moment. Before we go there, I want to tell you that we broadcast our shows live on the internet every day, Monday through Friday from noon until 5 p.m. And you can find all of our shows live here on ustream.tv and Spreaker.com. And you can find our archive shows here on thinktechhawaii.com and on YouTube. Now, Gong Xunming is a world-renowned ceramics artist who uses abstract imagery as the language to express surreal forms. His work bridges a gap between Western aesthetics and Chinese tradition. He's here to join us. Thank you so much for being here.
谢谢你来。
谢谢。
I would also like to introduce our interpreter, Stephen Shudi.
Hi.
Thank you. Hi. Now that we got past that, the rest of the interview is a breeze.
Yes, you're welcome, Donna.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So first of all, Gong, I would like to start off with the work that you are doing here in Hawaii now. What brings you here?
龚先生，欢迎你来。我首先问一下，你到夏威夷来是主要是什么原因？你这次到夏威夷来主要是达到什么目标呢？
这个夏威夷我也没来过，这次来了，本来是到夏威夷大学去交流一下这个有关陶瓷文化、陶瓷艺术这方面。
I've never been to Hawaii before, and this time the main purpose of my visit is to come to the University of Hawaii and engage in scholarly exchange with the art department ceramics people.
Oh, fascinating. Well, welcome to Hawaii for your first time.
欢迎你第一次到夏威夷来。
夏威夷非常美丽。
Hawaii is very beautiful.
It is, isn't it? We're all lucky to be here. So let's talk a little bit about the area of China that you come from and the history of ceramics there.
首先让我们观众稍微了解一下你来自中国什么地方，这个地方在中国这个陶艺上有一个什么特别的位置？
我来自于 中国江西省景德镇市，景德镇呢，它号称是世界的瓷都。
I come from a town called Jiangxi, which is in the province of Jiangxi. Jiangxi is world famous as a center of ceramic art. It is the ceramics capital of the world, you could say.
And when you talk about ceramics, you are not only speaking about, I see that you're billed as a ceramic painter as well. I think when we think of ceramics, we think of forms, but you're talking about the paint as well. Is that native to that area also?
说到您的艺术就是说平常我们想到陶瓷艺术的时候，我们主要想到的是这个陶瓷本身的形状，这个上面的花纹是次要的。但是您作为艺术家来讲，主要还是集中在你的这个在陶瓷上面涂颜色做画呢，等于是你是画家。 是不是这个在中国历来有这种传统呢？还是你的艺术是处在中国这个陶瓷艺术上面，是不是有些突破，有些创新？
陶瓷在这个世界文化的范围来说，它是最早承载了人类对大自然和人的生活情感。早在史前，陶瓷就世界各地吧。 它呢，通过出土发掘，就是记录了当时人们的情感生活，其中包括它的造型和它的一些，哪怕现在看来比较抽象的图像语言。
我先说一说。So ceramic art goes way back to the prehistoric origins. Archaeologists find ceramic arts as the earliest form of human art. and we examine those early ceramics shape, but also the designs that we find on them, and those reflect you could say the cultural consciousness of people at that early time.
这个在中国，陶瓷是最早的介入了人们的平常生活，和介入了人们的精神生活。比如说，在寺庙里面的贡品、五供最早的，比如说在半钵文化里面，它就有一些陪葬物它不光是造型，它还有很多绘画在里面。比如它有些是画了一些小孩，陪葬小孩，小孩去世以后，人们祝愿他在另外的天国里面生活得很快乐，所以几个小孩拉起手来跳舞。所以他那个图画，实际上都是东方艺术最早的一种式样。
So in fact, the designs that we find on these early ceramics are very important themselves, as important as the shape of the form of the ceramic, and we find that they reflect this early cultural consciousness from pre-literary societies. So in the Banpo excavations, which are Stone Age excavations, we find burials and the ceramic materials that are included in the burial site. For example, in the burial of a child, it shows an engraved design of the child playing happily in the afterlife. So it reflects a belief or a cultural concept of those people. So in fact, the designs are just as important as the shape of the ceramic when we consider ceramic art.
What the ceramic art is.
Yes.
So the work that you do you work in form as well as painting?
您的作品是，比如说是由你塑造的陶瓷上面，然后也是您画图呢，还是你拿别人造的这个陶瓷，然后你在上面？
陶瓷是这样，那个在景德镇，它的陶瓷的分工十分详细。那么陶瓷对我的个人最近这段的试验来说，就是我觉得陶瓷它是有别于油画或者中国画的一种极好的这个绘画艺术的一种传达的一个材质。所以我近年来所有的工作是集中在研究陶瓷材料的语汇跟绘画的关系，说它的绘画性的传导。
So historically, the art of ceramics, as it's seen in Jingdezhen, my hometown, has had a very, very fine division of labor. So one person would do one small part of the production process. And then on the other hand, you have a tradition of painting in China that in which one person makes the whole artistic creation. And so what I explore in my work is that dimension, decorating, the decoration of ceramic art, and sort of exploring the connection between that kind of decorative art and what you find in, say, the world of oil painting.
Okay. And, well, this is sort of a hypothetical question, but we do look back at prehistoric times and make assumptions about people based on their pottery. I hadn't thought about this before, but it's very possible that people someday will be doing the same about us based on what we're creating. I don't know that's not even a question yet. Let me get to a question. It's a very different experience for me. Do you feel the weight of that responsibility? That's my question.
说到陶瓷，我们就像龚老师说的，我们是凭靠考古家从早期文化里边挖出来的这些陶瓷去研究那群人他们的生活习俗、他们的文化意识什么的各方面，我们完全是靠这些文物出土文物去了解到他们的世界是怎么样的。那么会不会是将来以后，将来的考古家也会 看我们的东西来了解我们的精神生活，是不是你的作品，如果说他们刮到了的话，可以代表我们现代的一种意识，你会不会觉得这是一种重大的责任放在你身上？
这个陶瓷文化是人类最悠久的一种文化。就我们这个在从业而言，在这里进行艺术创作而言，我们当然希望陶瓷文化它能够随着这个时间一直延续下去。但是没想过你的作品将来考古会怎么样。
Ceramic art is one of the oldest forms of human art, and my hope is that it will continue as long as humans are around. I've never thought of what would happen if a future archaeologist were to find my works, so that's an interesting question.
但有一种可能性，大家都知道，油画的保存，中国画的保存非常不容易，就是你没有一定的，就是一般家庭，甚至一般的机构是非常难保存的，这样它需要不断的修复。但陶瓷它的优点在于，你只要不打破它，你都能够很好的保存下去。
Yes, on the other hand, the possibility, it may turn out this way. You know that oil paintings and Chinese paintings are both relatively difficult to preserve. If you try to keep them in an ordinary atmosphere, like a personal dwelling, they won't last. You have to take special measures in order for them to be preserved. On the other hand, ceramics last forever. As long as they aren't shattered, they'll keep. They don't need any special kind of preservation. So who knows, my art may be longer lasting than any of those other kinds.
Yeah, now that you're thinking about that, are you going to change things up?
现在想到这一点，会不会在你的创作上，有一点不同的考虑了？可能将来考古家会。
其实这是很现实的。我不知道夏威夷海岸它的别墅，比如挂油画，它跟它的海风海的气候有什么影响？但是在中国，比如说我们在北方的海岸，在大连那一块，靠海边的别墅，它挂油画，海里的盐分都会把那个油画侵蚀掉。
This is actually a very practical question. I don't know how it is here in Hawaii with the tropical climate, but I do know that in China, owners of villas at seaside locations, even in the north, in such places as Dalian, if they have oil paintings hanging in their villa and the villa is near the water, the paintings will be damaged by the salt air, and they'll lose their value.
但是我们的陶瓷在海边的不怕了，这个就不怕了，它怎么对它没有影响。
But if it's ceramics, then short of breaking it, there's really nothing you can do to damage it. You don't have that concern at all.
这是陶瓷的一种优势，我也觉得。
So that is one advantage of ceramic art.
Absolutely. Let's, except I'm just thinking I had a beautiful porcelain vase my mom had given me when I was young that I shipped out here, and it broke on the way out, and I left all of my paintings because I was concerned about them. So in my case, the paintings survived. Zuri, can you bring up that image one more time? What is this image that we have here?
龚老师，请你看看这个屏幕上的这个作品，可不可以介绍一下这个作品？
这是我自己用陶瓷，用它的单色的一种料蓝色调，来做出一种雕塑的效果。
So this is a ceramic piece that I used the blue glaze to create a very sculptural effect with. 是平面的，是吗？
平面的。
It is a two-dimensional work. It's flat, but it's painted in a very sculptural way.
Okay. It's beautiful. We're going to use that as a
非常好看。
teaser. We're going to take a little break. We are going to take a little break. Please stay tuned. We will be right back with artist Gong Xunming. This is Center Stage on the ThinkTech Hawaii Digital Series. Stay put.
Aloha, I'm Keli'i Akina, president of the Grassroots Institute and host on Ehana Kako, a weekly program on the ThinkTech Hawaii broadcast network. Ehana Kako means let's work together. Think of the sad alternative, let's not work together. Here in Hawaii, with all of our diversity and the richness of the people, it's important for us to come together around issues on the basis of what's right, and what's good, and what's going to serve the common good. And that's what we try to do at Ehana Kako. Every week we interview movers and shakers, people in government, business, and other sectors of society to talk about how to create together a better government, economy, a better world here in Hawaii that can bless the rest of the world. I thank you for your attention to ThinkTech Hawaii, and we look forward to seeing you every Monday, 2 to 3 p.m. on the ThinkTech Hawaii Broadcast Network. We're Ehana Kako, and we wish you well. Aloha.
Aloha, my name is Josh Green. I'm a senator from the Big Island in the ER position. Every other Tuesday, I get to host a show here on the ThinkTech program about healthcare. We call it Healthcare in Hawaii. It's really enjoyable for me to bring other healthcare leaders from around the state to talk about our pressing issues. Hawaii has long been the health state, but we need to keep up the momentum, the inertia, and with your help and with your participation, we can come and share all of the big issues that are pressing day to day. Thanks for joining us every Tuesday, alternating weeks from 2 to 2:45.
Hi, we're back and we're live. This is Center Stage on the ThinkTech Hawaii Digital Series, and Center Stage is broadcast every Wednesday from 2 to 2:45 p.m. We hope that you can join us for future shows. If you are unable to catch us for any reason, you can find our shows archived on thinktechhawaii.com and on YouTube. We're back talking with Gong Xunming, who and our wonderful interpreter Stephen Shudi, who you're offering knowledge as well as interpreting, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate the help with that. So I'd like to talk about the area of China that you're from and the importance in the world of porcelain.
我们再继续谈谈景德镇和它在世界上这个陶艺艺术上的这个地位。那么
这个，我想在这个工业革命以前啊，西方的工业革命以前呢，陶瓷实际上当时是人类最伟大的一项科技发明。
Ceramics was one of the greatest scientific achievements or discoveries of humankind prior to the Industrial Revolution.
因为它对西方世界产生了长达数百年的影响，不仅仅是因为它的所谓造型或者是图案或者画面，而是它彻底地改变了某种物质，让它产生一个完全革命性的变化。所以，当我们处在当今这个高科技社会时，我们对很多科技的东西是习以为常，但是在那个年代，它在世界范围内产生的影响力，恐怕是现在任何一项产品都不会有那么长久的影响力。
So we can really think of ceramics and China's role in the history of ceramics as quite revolutionary, because there is no other product of human technology which takes a basic substance and transforms it so profoundly, even beyond what it looks like, what shape it has or what decoration it has. The idea that you're taking dirt or mud and transforming it into a useful vessel, which is so basic to human function, that's what made China, the word that we use for ceramics, so important to the rest of the world outside the country of China for so many hundreds of years. So really, ceramics were, you could say, a Chinese technological achievement that had tremendous influence outside of China prior to the modern age.
Go ahead.
中国它以陶瓷影响世界数百年的时间里面，以至于世界对中国的称呼是瓷之国。这个发音呢也来于当时景德镇的产地，就景德镇当时产陶瓷的产地，它叫苍南，用当地话就叫羌南。所以说，中国的国名来源于两个争论，一个是我们的瓷器的产地的称呼， 那代表瓷器出去。一个说是秦王朝统一中国以后，秦的发音。
Right. So the extent of this influence that China has exerted on the rest of the world through ceramics can in fact be seen in this word China. Some people argue that the word China came from the name of the first unified Chinese dynasty, the Qin, but there are other people who argue that the word China actually came from the former name of this place, Jingdezhen, which is the center of ceramic production, and it was something like Channan or Canan. And the word China may actually have been related to this place. After all, the word for China and the word for China are the same in English, so
Right.
who knows?
Right. So what is different about this place that produces the superior quality of China?
那景德镇之所以能够成为这个陶艺中心，是因为它具有哪一些特点？
这个景德镇呢，尤其是在那个北宋以后，南宋开始吧，它集中了中国这个当时全国的陶瓷的人才，集中在景德镇。当然这有很多原因，比如北方的窑工，比如那些官窑的窑工，由于北方的战乱，往南方，那景德镇的环境是在历史上是很少有战争的环境，相对和平，有利于这种工业的发展。
One of the reasons was that at the time when Jingdezhen rose to its period of greatest influence, that was around the 11th century between the northern and southern Song dynasties. A lot of experts at that time in ceramics had migrated there because the rest of the country was at war. It was a period of instability, a change of dynasty, and so, especially in the northern areas of the country, it was dangerous. So anyone who had knowledge went there to sort of meet up and do the ceramics thing. And historically, this area was relatively immune to conflict. So that's one factor. It had an unbroken peace for this industry to develop.
所以也可以这样说，景德镇可能是世界上最为开放的城市。
It was a very open place.
因为它的几乎跟所谓原住民或者原地的人关系不大，他来的人都四面八方来，那他的产成品呢，就走向天下，走向世界。
The proportion of people there who were native was relatively low. There were so many people who gathered there to pursue this enterprise that the population was very diverse. And then the products that they made also went out to the whole world.
可能最早的东西方文化的交流啊，也是在景德镇得到了很好的体现。其实不光是说我们在创作什么，当时包括阿拉伯国家、西方国家，他把他的图案，比如波斯，比如在欧洲，又拿到景德镇来生产，按照他的审美习惯或者要求，这样的实际上它是东西方文化的一种融汇。
And it was also a place where East and West met, because not only did China send out vessels of Chinese design and creation, but Jingdezhen would make vessels to fit the taste of the various ancient markets, for example, Persia. So there were Persian-style vessels produced in Jingdezhen for export from a very early time. So it was a place where there was cultural exchange happening. Those different aesthetics were meeting and mixing.
所以景德镇它的陶瓷艺术啊，是很早就跟国际是接轨的，甚至是影响力很巨大的。所以现在我们觉得，有时候我们去一些世界上比较大的博物馆，可能陶瓷是最重要的一项代表东方文化的一个馆藏。
So the products of Jingdezhen, went out to the whole world. And nowadays, if you visit any of the major museums in the world, you'll find that ceramics are the one most important representative product of China. And Jingdezhen, of course, is very widely represented in those samples. So this actually was a sort of internationalization, one of the earliest ways that China internationalized, connected with the outside world.
所以从这个整个历史阶段发展到看过来啊，景德镇陶瓷文化绝不仅仅是一种工艺或者是一种器型的收藏，它实际上是文化的存在，是文化的收藏。
So Jingdezhen's role is not just in producing practical, vessels for practical use, that kind of thing. It's not just an industry. It's actually a cultural center. It's a place where culture is created, maintained, and exchanged.
Did you grow up there?
你是在景德镇长大的吗？
是的。
Yeah. Oh, so were you excited about ceramics when you were a child?
你小时候就很喜欢陶瓷吗？
是的，小时候我们就生活的环境呢，周边呢，都是各种小小的作坊和工厂。
So growing up, there were all kinds of small workshops and factories around where we lived.
Oh, so it was just a part of your life. Were your parents involved in ceramics also?
所以陶瓷从很早就是你生活的一部分。你爸爸妈妈是不是也从事陶瓷方面的工作？
我父亲是。
My dad, yes.
陶瓷从我们有记忆开始，它甚至是我们作为儿童时代那个最方便、最存在的一种简单的玩具。
Yes, so ever since my earliest memories, ceramics were our toys. They were, you could get them everywhere, and that's what we played with.
Oh my goodness. Zuri, do we have enough images on there to go ahead and start showing them? I don't want to miss showing any of them. Okay, thank you. So maybe we can go ahead and continue our conversation while we show some of these works. So, as far as your education goes, Gong, did everyone study ceramics in school, or was I don't know how that happened?
那么在你小时候，是不是这个乡镇里面好多人都是从事陶瓷？是不是上学的时候就已经开始学陶艺方面的知识？
这个景德镇这个城市，它就是以陶瓷为根本。
So ceramics is the basic industry in Jingdezhen. It's the root of the economy.
这个几乎家家户户都有人在从事陶瓷。
Pretty much every family has someone who's working with ceramics.
Okay. And the painting that you do, and we're seeing your art here, is so widely varied and so emotive. Where did the root of that come from for you?
但是我们看到你的艺术品，我们发现有很多不同的风格，很多不同的样子，这个都是来自什么？你是怎么来的？因为变化很多。
这个首先呢，我热爱陶瓷。
The first thing is my love for ceramics. I love ceramics.
第二个，我深深的为我们的祖先骄傲，因为他们创造陶瓷文化是国际视野的大文化，到现在就是东西方都会承认陶瓷文化的存在。
And I feel a pride in ceramics as a product of my ancestors. Ceramics is something that China is known for universally, and I like to be a part of that tradition.
It's beautiful.
我也学过油画，学过国画。
And in my schooling, I studied oil painting and Chinese painting, both traditions.
We need to take a little bit of a break, and then we'll come back, and I'd like to pick up right where we left off with that. I was a little nervous about this one, but this is pretty fabulous, pretty interesting here. We will be right back. We're going to take a quick break, so just stay put.
This is Alice Lee Hagan, host of ThinkTech Hawaii Business Education Spotlight. My show here at ThinkTech Hawaii is every Thursday from 3 to 4 in the afternoon. I bring in interesting guests from Hawaii, the mainland, and hopefully international guests in the future. Do join us on Thursday from 3 to 4 p.m. ThinkTech Hawaii Business Education Spotlight. Aloha.
Inspired by an ancient culture, classical Chinese dance, vigorous physicality, timeless stories, 5,000 years of Chinese music and dance, Shen Yun presents authentic Chinese culture. Coming to Blaisdell Concert Hall, May 8th and 9th. Tickets at shenyun.com or call 808-792-3919.
Hi, I'm your host on ThinkTech Asia, Bill Sharp. I look forward to you joining us each Monday between 4 and 5 o'clock when we film right here in our studio in downtown Honolulu. The show, ThinkTech Asia, focuses on contemporary events in Asia. And by Asia, we mean anything from Hawaii, south to Australia and New Zealand, west to Pakistan, and as far north as the Russian Far East. Clearly, this is one of the most economically dynamic centers of the world, and we bring you up to date on what's going on in a whole host of countries in this very vital region. We look forward to seeing you. Aloha.
Aloha, my name is Josh Green. I'm a senator from the Big Island. I work in the ER there. But on Tuesday afternoons, I get to come and spend 45 minutes to an hour with Jay Fidel and the ThinkTech staff. They're terrific professionals. They help us to bring some of the leading cutting-edge topics here across our state to you. So you can join us at our show on healthcare in Hawaii to talk with leaders from across all the spectrum of health in our state, or you can join us for any other show where we talk about economic development or tourism or some really eclectic programs too. So really, we'd love to see you here on our show. Thanks for joining us and thanks for supporting us.
Hi, we're back and we're live. This is Center Stage on the ThinkTech Hawaii Digital Series. We are coming to you live from Pioneer Plaza in the heart of downtown Honolulu, very near Kumukuhui Theater, where I am also the proud managing director. I'm Donna Blanchard, and I'm talking with ceramics artist Gong Xunming and our interpreter Stephen Chudi. And did I say it right that day? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, okay. I have such a hard time with names. So you in school when you were, say, a teenager, was there an opportunity for you to study painting?
您10几岁的时候就有学这个油画和国画的机会了？
对。
对。是从几岁开始？
我学画，因为受父亲的影响，我在小学就喜欢画。
I actually started learning painting when I was in elementary school because of my father's influence.
不满10岁吧，那时候就7、8岁就。
Before age 10, I started painting around 7 or 8.
Oh, wonderful! And did you have an opportunity to see other paintings from around the world? Were you exposed to other form of European painting?
你可以看到很多种艺术吗？包括欧洲的艺术？
那时候欧洲的艺术是看不到多少，但是我们民间就是很多画工，我们都可以每天都可以教嘛。
So no, I wasn't exposed to very much European art, but as a child, there were so many artists working on ceramic decoration in Jingdezhen that I could go and observe them directly.
Oh, that must have been amazing, and they.
那一定很精彩啊，有那么多。
但是在读中学的时候，大概12、13岁左右的时候，就有那个广州美院下放到我们景德镇的教授在教我们美术了。
So then when I reached age 12 or 13, there were teachers from Guangzhou, from Canton, from the Art Institute there, who were in fact sent down. At that time, there was this phrase, sent down to the countryside for sort of political purposes. So people who were more or less exiled from the cities to this smaller place where we live, Jingdezhen, and they worked in the industry as well. So these teachers of art from a big city came to our small town, and so I got that exposure. because of their presence.
在那个时候，虽然我们很小，他就把西方的很多艺术传授给我们。
And so they were the ones who taught me about Western art.
Oh, okay. And where did you go from there? When did you leave that town?
之后你是什么时候离开的景德镇？你是在哪儿上的学？
我就在景德镇上景德镇陶瓷学院。
Actually, I stayed in Jingdezhen. I didn't leave, and I did my studies at the Ceramic Institute in Jingdezhen.
陶瓷学院是一所在国际上都有名的一个专门陶瓷类的一个大学。
This is a post-secondary institution that's actually quite famous in the world of ceramics as a center of the study of ceramics.
Oh, so you probably have students coming there who are bringing. I'm sure we all learn from our students. There are probably students bringing ideas in as well.
Are you talking about now or back
Now.
现在在陶瓷学院读书的学生来自很多不同的地方吧？
早在50年代，他就有世界各地的学生去。
Actually, as early as the 1950s, there were students from many parts of the world coming to this ceramics institute. 他们是不是也汇集了很多不同的流派，很多不同的影响？
对。
And so they did bring their, different streams of different traditions and styles.
就是包括你们美国的很多有大学的有关陶瓷这方面的教育的，都跟景德镇陶瓷学院有很密切的联系。
Including teachers of ceramic art from American institutions, they're in touch with us also.
Is there a difference in the paint, in the medium that you're using?
A difference between
between what we're used to here in the United States.
景德镇就是做陶瓷用的颜色那些材料，跟在其他国家是一样的吗？都用的一样的？
应该是不一样的。
They're different.
因为景德镇可能在目前世界各地，如果谈到陶瓷材料的丰富性和工艺的多样性，还是景德镇最集中。
The richness and variety of production techniques and traditions that we find in Jingdezhen is unmatched anywhere else in the world. We have so many different kinds of traditions.
所以我目前的创作就是想把这种材料用于到，比如说像刚才您说这样的，可能各种门类的探索，强调它的绘画的可传达性。
So my effort is to take those techniques, that wide variety of available techniques and resources, materials, and extend them so that the expressive language that you find in oil painting in general is used with ceramics.
Oh, and can we, I want to say that you are going to be giving a lecture tomorrow, that's Thursday, April 23rd, from 3 to 4:30 p.m. at Saunders Hall at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. Are there any of your pieces in the museums here? Do we have some of his pieces that we can see?
我们夏威夷有没有收藏您的作品？我们可不可以在夏威夷看到您的作品？
夏威夷我第一次来，这个我真不是很清楚。
Actually, I don't know. This is my first time in Hawaii.
Oh.
但是美国本土是一定有的。
But in the United States, I know that some of my pieces have been collected. Yes.
Oh, we need to see that. We need to go to the Hawaii Museum of Art and see if you have any pieces there.
那我们要去调查一下，看看夏威夷有没有您的作品。
谢谢。
So, how long are you here?
你要在夏威夷待多久？
这次来夏威夷可能时间会比较匆忙一点，大概整个行程7、8天左右。
I'm just here for 7 or 8 very busy days.
Yeah, I bet those days are busy. Are you learning from people here as well, or is it just you giving your knowledge to other people, teaching, lecturing?
您主要是来传授呢，还是来学习？
我觉得是一个是 向大家介绍一下陶瓷绘画。第二个也看看夏威夷大学，它正好也有陶瓷这个科目在里面，今天也去参观一下。
So mostly, I'm introducing this idea of ceramic painting, this genre of art, but I'm also checking out the ceramics department at UH and seeing what's going on.
So do you prefer, personally as an artistic expression, do you prefer ceramics to oil painting for yourself?
作为个人来讲，您是不是觉得您更喜欢用陶瓷上的这个绘画，比起油画来讲，这两种油画和这个陶瓷上？
这个油画有它自身的语言，而且油画来自于西方的艺术哈，它这么几百年来，应该说油画它已经发展到非常高的一个高度。
Oil painting has its own expressive language. It's a tradition that comes from Europe, and since over several hundred years of development, it's reached a very high level of development.
但陶瓷绘画有它悠久的历史，但陶瓷绘画我觉得它还有很多东西没有发掘出来。陶瓷材料上的可传达性，就对绘画的那种材料的多样性，我觉得它是不会差于油画，而且在很多方面来说，它可能更有它的特点，更有它的特点。
So while on the one hand we talk about oil painting having a very high state of development, the potential of decorative painting on ceramics has, on the other hand, maybe not been explored as fully, and has a lot of potential that could match oil painting in its expressiveness, in its richness of potential, using different materials to achieve different effects, and that's what I'm interested in exploring.
Oh. Well, I'm excited to see a lot more of your work. I've been enjoying the pieces that we're showing here. And are you in this book? Did you bring this book because you're?
我们刚才就欣赏了您的几个作品，我们希望能够看到更多。这是不是您的画册？
对。
拿来的。
画册对。前面都是一些文章吧，前面都是一些文章。这是我的画册。
Right, so all of the works that we're seeing here in the plates.
这个画册是去年在上海。
It's a catalog from a show in Shanghai last year.
对，上海做了个。
So everything that we're seeing is ceramic art. It looks like oil paintings, but it's all painted on ceramic surfaces. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there she's showing.
Right, we're showing.
The last one that we're looking at, and I'm very sorry, but we need to wrap up now. See, I told you it was going to go fast.
我们快到结束的时间了。
Thank you so much for being here, both of you.
非常感谢二位前来参加。
I really enjoyed getting to know you both a little bit more.
很高兴认识你。
And thank you so much for being here on center stage. There's a few other people that I would like to thank. Our program manager, Zuri Bender, who is in my ear. Our floor manager, Sachi Slomov, is right over there. Thank you, Sachi. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you here next week on Center Stage. Bye. I'm Donna Blanchard, and this is your ThinkTech Daily News for Wednesday, April 22nd, 2015. Mere hours after Saudi Arabian officials announced that they had achieved their goal and had ceased fire in Yemen in order to focus on, quote, political process, they bombed the southwestern Yemeni city of Tiaz. After the announced ceasefire, Houthis issued a statement declaring that they were ready to resume political dialogue under United Nations auspices, but only after a complete end to the aggression against Yemen and the lifting of the blockade. Not only has the Saudi-led coalition resumed airstrikes, but they have enforced an air and sea embargo that is starving Yemenis of food, water, fuel, and medicine. The previous bombing efforts were called Decisive Storm by the Saudis, and this renewed effort, for no proclaimed reason, is now being called Renewal of Hope. The Obama administration says they had privately applied pressure on the Saudis to end the bombing campaign, which the United States has publicly backed and provided logistical and intelligence support. One of the goals of Decisive Storm was to return exiled Yemeni President Abdu Rabu Mansour Hadi to power. Perhaps that is now the goal of Renewal of Hope, but hope remains elusive for the tiny, devastated country. The Saudi-led airstrikes have killed many civilians as they hit neighborhoods, gas stations, and health aid buildings. After the tragic deaths of 900 African refugees in the Mediterranean Sea last weekend, Italian Prime Minister Matteo Renzi has issued a plea for collective action and is alluding to a call for the creation of centers in Africa that would process asylum applications and mitigate the dangerous passage of would-be migrants handled by opportunist human smugglers. Mr. Renzi called for the European Union to have a more coordinated strategy, including expanding search and rescue patrols and taking action against smugglers in Libya and elsewhere, whom he referred to as 21st century slave drivers. The fight against the Ebola virus continues, but a team at the University of Texas has made a breakthrough. A drug developed specifically to fight the West African strain has been successful in monkeys infected with the virus. The drug was also used to treat several Ebola patients in the United States, but it was impossible to tell whether it helped them because they also received other treatments at the same time. The drug TKM Ebola Macona is now being tested on Ebola patients in Sierra Leone, but results are not yet available. The Taliban has been kidnapping and beheading members of Afghan's Hazara ethnic group. Police in Jiangxi Province confirmed that 4 Hazara farmers who had been kidnapped by the Taliban had been found beheaded in the Ajuristan district, and there are unconfirmed reports that another 6 Hazaras from the Daikundi province who were also found dead had been beheaded. Beheading is not normally a Taliban tactic. Shanghir Rizai, a Hazara member of parliament, said, quote, "The Taliban are trying to send out a new message that they are similar in their brutality to ISIS. They're trying to show they are as bad as ISIS." Both the Taliban and now ISIS have reportedly been trying to recruit supporters in Afghanistan. A bill that would require nearly all children in California to be vaccinated by eliminating a personal belief exemption advanced through the state legislature today. If approved, California will become one of only 3 states that require all parents to vaccinate their children as a condition of going to school, unless there is a medical reason not to do so. Donna Blanchard, ThinkTech Daily News. Ahu ho.